Now that we've had some time
we're
to
filming this. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Time I didn't know we were filming it, and I got beat up over my facial expression.
Oh no, you look fine.
So turn that one off.
All right. So now that we've had more time to evaluate the special teams, who's looking good at the kick returning position?
I'd say Christoph done a nice job. Galvin and Mason both done a good job at the off return.
And then how about at punt return?
Still nobody separated themselves in that deal. Too much inconsistency right now.
And
so it's still a wide open deal.
Is Marcellus Pippins improving in his ball catching, or kind of deproving?
I don't know. I said they're all still kind of even. So they all three. We jumped it to 2, then we jumped it back to 3, and still trying to wait for somebody to reach up and take that thing. Ball security being first.
And what makes a good kick returner? What are you looking for when you're evaluating these guys?
A kick returner or punt returner?
Well, we can go kick returner first and then punt returner.
Guy's got to be fearless, good burst, good straight line speed. You like a guy with a little bit of size, one cut and go. It's got conviction, got to be fearless. Punt returner, probably a little more shifty guy. First thing first is sure-handed, making sure we're catching the thing. Good vision, guy can stick his foot in the ground, make somebody miss, and then find the air. So.
And has anyone separated themselves at the place kicking spot?
Yeah, I think right now, Eric Powell's got an edge there. But they've both improved a lot since Lewiston and getting back on the surface. And don't know where we need to be yet. But, right now, I would say it's Eric and Quentin nipping at his heels.
Based off of kind of the indecision at punt return, and then also just evaluating the place kicking more, do you imagine that we'll see more reps at the special teams position leading up to Rutgers?
We'll do what we normally do, so we're going to get our normal periods and got to just make the best decision we can. They just got to understand what we talked about today. Every rep counts there. There's not just a rep for a rep. Everything matters. Coming out with a purpose and an opportunity every day and every rep to get better.
Have you made any decisions as far as the gunners?
Yeah, it's whoever's fresh, and we roll a bunch of guys there. So.
And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you evaluate the special teams at this point?
I'll give you a better gauge after Rutgers. It's hard. We've been going against a black squad. Still some holes to fill. I'm not disappointed, but I'm not overly excited yet. Still a lot of stuff to get done, and we haven't had a live quote true rep yet, and we'll see that in Rutgers. So I'll know a lot more after that. If I had to throw a number, 6 or 7 probably.
And then yesterday we saw some onside kicking reps. Is anybody looking especially good at that?
Well, we just got our 2 kickers, 2 guys doing it. First day putting in obvious onside, for a situation in a game. So still got to rep that a little bit more. But Powell's the only one that kicked him yesterday. So.
And doing well at onside kicking, does that factor into who you decide as your main kicker?
No, when it comes to an onside kick, you're going to put in who kicks that kick the best. That's totally unrelated to kickoffs or field goals.
Eric, what do you think it did for Eric's confidence just getting off that Lewiston practice?
You'd have to kind of ask him that. We were kind of big on making sure that wasn't an excuse down there. But obviously being back home and on this stuff and on a consistent surface, and so I think there's a little more pep and a little bit more looking forward to it versus. But he battled back. Down there, both of them did really the last couple of days we kicked down there, so that's good. And it's carried over to here for the most part.
How much of Christoph and Rivers' value is returned, or just the fact that you know they're going to catch the ball?
Repeat that. I missed the first part.
River and Christoph, what's setting them apart? Just the fact that you know that they've got pretty sure hands.
Yeah, I don't know that Rivers set himself apart. Rivers struggled the other day as well. So both those guys. That's what we're looking for first. Christoph's done a good job. Christoph's done a good job understanding the scheme and kind of where we want to press and understand it's an offensive play and setting up blocks and he's hit the seam with some conviction. So that's kind of and he's got game experience. So that's one thing that's helped him separate himself. The guy's still a freshman and just getting it and understanding it. You can't miss a period of this, or you can't. It's all counts. And that's where some of the older guys have a little bit more edge, is understanding the value in those reps.
And then last time we talked, you agreed that kickers were weird, but do you feel like successful special teams coaches have to be a little weird too?
No. You got to be a little weird just to be a special teams coach. You know, I mean, well, think about it. You know, often you get second down to maybe recover something. You get third. You get one shot on teams, and you're giving up a ball or getting a ball back. And I don't know anybody that's drawn up a kickoff or a return or a punt return to say, okay, we want to get 8 yards on this, or we want to. It's every chance to be a game breaker. So, and understanding the importance of field position. So, you got to be a little off. I wouldn't say weird's the right deal, but you got to be a little on edge to love it and embrace it. And it's a special group of guys that do that, I think.
Okay,
Thanks, Coach.